Well, hello, everybody. This is Dr. Carmen Bryant. This is a beautiful Sunday, and this is July 16th, I think. So I'm not going to be on tonight, but I just wanted to come and let you guys know because, I come on and I've been advertising for the upcoming conference and, of course, my Austin trip. Those of you that have not registered, listen. This is well worth the money that is being spent. I got 5 speakers. I'm one of the 5 speakers. Myself, obviously, you guys know me, overcoming narcissist abuse. This year is unpacking your trauma. Listen, we're going to be talking about generational trauma. We're going to be talking about intergenerational trauma. I'm even going to be talking about the fact, did you know that, trauma can be carried in your DNA? It can change your DNA. It's carried in your genes and passed on to the next generation. You got mothers that are anxious or depressed or have PTSD, and then you wonder why you have depressed, anxious kids. You wonder why you have children that are born with colic. Not born with colic, but these babies won't stop crying. These babies are real nervous. They got colic. They always got stomach issues. Nervous mom, nervous baby, anxious mom. Anxious baby, you're going through trauma. You're going through trauma dealing with a narcissist, and you're pregnant. And your baby is like little babies are little empaths. They're not actually empaths right away, but they absorb everything that you, mom, are going through. They're absorbing everything that you're experiencing, all your emotions. When your adrenaline is pumping and you're constantly anxious, and all that adrenaline is going to your baby. And then you wonder why your baby comes out, and later on in life, that child or you may have been diagnosed with general anxiety disorder. Well, generally, it comes from somewhere. And, you're like, well, when did it start? I don't know. I've always been like this, and I don't understand why. Do you know that the DNA has changed? Genetics have changed? This has traveled from generation to generation. It is in your DNA. Your DNA has been restructured. Your genes have been restructured. You got trauma and anxiety and depression in your genes. And I don't mean your 501 blues. I'm talking about in your genetic makeup. Your genetic makeup has changed. Go look it up. Your DNA has changed. But this is some of the stuff that I'm going to be talking about, that we're going to be talking about and discussing on July 29th. Listen, I'm not even going to do it in person because most of you guys wanted to do it online. So we're not going to travel to California, but we're going to do it online. Don't tell me that you can't afford it. Don't say that you cannot afford it. If you have not emailed me and told me that you wanted to come to this conference online, some of you guys got a special gift. Some of you guys got a surprise when you email me. See, some of you guys won't even take the opportunity to email me. Dr. Carmen Bryant at Outlook.com. DrCarmenBryant at Outlook.com. Some of you guys didn't even take the opportunity to email me. And those of you that took the opportunity to email me, you got a pleasant surprise. And those that emailed me and said they really wanted to be there, they're going to be there. Because you had a surprise. All you got to do is email and say, I really want to be there. What kind of arrangements can we make? What can we do? And I'm going to help you out so that you can be at this conference. But you got me. I'm going to be talking about childhood sexual abuse. I'm going to be talking about childhood trauma. I'm going to be talking about how you have changed in your thought process. And there's a lot of information, and you don't want to miss it. And then I got my sister, Ms. Bridget Griffin. And she is a domestic violence advocate. She works for the Victims First program. She works with those that have the women, and is usually those of color. So black, brown, beige, Indian, whatever you are. And what she does is a lot of these victims have went to prison because they were defending themselves from an abuser. And so she advocates in the courts for the victims. And some of you guys have been through that, but she advocates. So she's going to be coming in and talking about being re-traumatized in the courts, being re-traumatized by the lawyers and the judges, being re-traumatized by, the abuser who comes to court and uses the court as a playground. Then we have a newcomer. Her name is Dr. Paula Tucker. The lady is phenomenal. She is a traumatic brain researcher, traumatic brain injury researcher. She's going to be talking about trauma from that perspective, what these relationships can do and how they can traumatize your brain. Do you know that there's brain trauma that is involved when you are involved with a narcissist? You have brain trauma. What do you think brain fog is? Some of the trauma you can actually come out of it and you can heal from it. But if you stay too long, there's some permanent damage that happens to your brain. Then you got my big sister, Bishop Kathy Gibson. Listen, you got to get the book, she is the host of My Life is Intentional. She has a book that's The Essence of the Aristocratic Woman. Child, let me tell you something. Ugly folks feel good about themselves. Listen, in this book, and this applies for men too, but The Essence of the Aristocratic Woman. This book right here, if you take it and you personalize it to yourself, some of you guys need a mantra. Some of you guys need some positive affirmations. But listen, when you read her book and you take what she says and personalize it to yourself, I started personalizing it to myself. I felt almost, can I just be honest with you? I don't tell nobody else. I felt almost stupid at the fact that somebody would make me feel so bad about myself. A person that had no respect for themselves, they had a low self-esteem already. They already have problems with self-esteem, rejection, abandonment issues and everything. And then you compiled that and you put that on me. And then you had me, think about it for a minute, had you feeling like less than, had you feeling like, and I felt kind of stupid because I couldn't believe, now that I value myself like I do, that I had somebody to convince me that I had no value. You know, child, I am a diamond, honey. Y'all better get with it. You better say it to yourself. I am a diamond. Men too. I am a diamond, a pearl, the most expensive pearl, but I am a diamond, honey, and I am a rare diamond. And you need to say that about yourself. I am a diamond. I am rubies. I am fine. I am gem. I am a gem. I am gems. I don't even know what else to say. My watch went off. I'm sorry. My Siri's always trying to answer me back. And I didn't say nothing to her. But listen, I am a rare jewel. And you have to say that about yourself. You are a rare jewel. You are a fine diamond. And the more flaws you have, the more flaws a diamond has on the inside of it, the more value it has, the more priceless it becomes. You're priceless. And these are the things that my big sister talks about all the time. How precious you are. How you have to understand who you are and how powerful, I got excited. I almost choked on my own spit. But how powerful you are, how beautiful you are, how much value you have. And you have to value yourself. Think about it. If you look at anything that has a value, if you look at any of the fashion scenes in Italy or Milan and, the fashion shows and everything, those are pieces of material that are put together by fine craftsmanship, right? But if you touch it, it's material. It's the value behind that. We place value behind Louis Vuitton and who else? Versace and all those designer clothing. If you touch it, it's material, but you're paying for the craftsmanship. Somebody that had, the ability to put something together and make it so beautiful. But that's what you are. You are finely crafted, beautiful. You see what I'm saying? And my sister, Bishop Kathy Gibson, she brings that value out. You get her book, The Essence of the Aristocratic Woman. Get that book, but she's going to be one of the speakers. And then, of course, my mother, Apostle Helen Sadler, your destiny helper. You don't want to miss that because she knows how to go and get you out of a mud hole and clean you off and put you out there as a beautiful bouquet of flowers. She talks to the heart. She talks to the soul. She's going to make you feel valuable. She's going to, listen, my mother is no joke. And then later on, after all of us come and speak, you're going to get to meet those of you that love Telsha with the T on NPD and my sister Tasha Leland. My two girls are going to be on there too. Apostle's going to be doing her platform. Apostle Helen Sal's going to be doing her platform right there at the conference where we're going to do the round table talk. And we're going to talk about things that you want to talk about. So I need you guys to be there and register. If you think that you can't afford it, I want you to email me. Dr. Carmen Bryant at Outlook.com. Email me. And then those of you that are in the Dallas, Austin area, Dallas, Austin, Fort Worth area, I want to come and see you guys on the 5th of August, but I need you guys to register. If you don't register, then I can't come out there. And so I got 8 seats left, and I need you guys to register. That is only $300 for 3 classes, and it's 4 hours. So you got 3 classes, and it's 4 hours, and then afterward, we're going to go out to eat for lunch. We're going to go out to eat. You guys excuse me, I'm being nosy, making sure nobody coming in my house. I don't know if my door is open or not, but listen, that's 3 classes, 4 hours, And if you do one class, it's $150 per class. If you do all 3 classes for 4 hours, then it's only $300, because that last hour is going to be a coaching session, a group coaching, question and answers. We're going to talk about things. And those of you that have been waiting for me to come out with this parenting class, this is the first one, the first of the series of the parenting class. And the parenting 101, this is getting your authority back. And this one in particular, we're going to be talking about, parenting. This is going to be the first course, the parenting course. And I want you guys to be there with me when I teach it. And then the other one is, breaking codependency. And the other one is talking about manipulative people. Why do they manipulate? How do they manipulate?
I didn't get that.
See?
Could you try again?
Told you Siri always trying to answer a question. But listen, I'm going to be talking about manipulative people, why they manipulate, what drives them to manipulate, how to recognize the manipulation. And then we're going to talk about the 6 basic narcissists. So you guys have the basic information, the 6 basic narcissists. But the manipulation is a part of what the narcissists do. So you're going to find out the types of manipulators, how they manipulate, and why they manipulate. What drives them to manipulate. And then, of course, the parenting course. You guys wanted the parenting course. And a lot of this in the very beginning, you have to address you. Because sometimes you're the culprit. Sometimes you have come from a family that had specific type of parenting styles. And you have been abused or traumatized. And then you parent your children a certain way. Or, you're parenting your children a certain way, and you wonder why they turn out to be a certain way. So some of you have turned out to be a certain way, and then your children are turning out to be a certain way. But this class, this is the first series, this is the first module of the series that I'm doing of the parenting classes. So you don't want to miss it. And this one is going to be in Austin, Texas, August 5th. Meet me out there. Meet me out there. And you can go on overcomingnarcissistabuse.ticketleap.com, and it's got the courses on there, and it's got the conference on there. If you need a payment plan, listen, I'm taking up payments up until the week of the conference. But if you guys, don't contact me, if you don't register anything, you guys are not going to be there. So whether you come out there to see me in Austin, because after those 4, we're going to go out to eat. We're going to have lunch together. We're going to hang out together. You guys get to meet Just Be Real. She'll be there with me. But I really appreciate it. So I'm not going to be on tonight because I'm really tired. I'm really tired. I got to take my war paint off. But I just want you guys to please join me. Please join me. Don't miss this. Don't miss this. Listen, because every year I'm going to do a conference, and you guys go up there and vote to let me know where you want me to be. I put 3 places on there. It was Atlanta, it was Washington, D.C., or it's Houston. And right now, Atlanta and Houston are running neck and neck. So Atlanta, I might be out there in Atlanta next year instead. I'm going by what you guys say, where you guys want me to be. And right now, it seems like I'm going to be going back to Atlanta next year. And then that following year, maybe Houston, But, hey, you put your votes in there and let me know. 3 places. So Atlanta, I might be coming back. And I'm thinking about making Atlanta and Dallas my home port. Just go back and forth from Atlanta to Dallas so I can see you guys. And maybe I could do 2 conferences. Depends on my traveling companions, because I don't know if they can travel back and forth like that. But but at least Atlanta next year and Houston the following year, because right now that's where the votes look like. Looks like I might be coming back to Atlanta. Atlanta, I might be coming back. So listen, thank you guys so much for always supporting me. Thank you guys for all that you do. And I hope you guys have a beautiful evening, and go be great.